Hey everybody, welcome to the Gunther Show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Two things: like and share this video. I would greatly appreciate it. Your support this far has been amazing. I am almost at 100 recorded shows, so thank you so much. On today, I am so honored to be sitting beside Miss Rayshone Oliver. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good. First of all, thank you for taking this time out with me. Greatly appreciate it. You're a very busy woman too. We're actually in your home studio where you tape your own interviews and is that hair and makeup over there too? So go ahead and share, with us about your journey and how long you've been doing what you've been doing.
Well, when I was younger, I started doing hair, so I like to do stuff like that. And I've always been a young lady that can do lots of things. So I said, I need to find a platform where I can do everything that I do and not feel uncomfortable, because people want to one lane you. Like, if you do hair, you should probably do hair. And so I'm like, well, how about I do YouTube? And I'm like, sweet, I can do hair on there. And like you said, now I've started doing interviews. I've been doing that for about over a year now. I got like 72 interviews, and
that's still a lot though. Yes.
Well, it is. I love it though. There was nothing more than deciding that, what are you going to do? When are you going to talk to somebody that don't know what I'm saying again.
Hilarious.
It's funny.
But see, the thing is too though, like when you're doing interviews with people, a lot of times you'll encounter that. You'll feel salty. You'll be like, man, I can't believe I messed up. But you, somebody that continues to push, how do you basically find yourself to keep going?
Oh, I don't know. I just laugh it off. To me, it's just easy to be me. I'm only uncomfortable because I'm not in these shoes most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time I'm able to be the person that's listening and the person that's being able to be attentive. And now that it's time for me to open my mouth, it's hard for me to say all of the things that I do because I feel long-winded. I've done so much. I went to Youngstown State. I graduated with a bachelor's in science. I said I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I have 2 children.
Yes.
A 14-year-old son. He was diagnosed with autism at 5 years old.
Wow.
And I have a 18-year-old daughter.
Wow.
And she has trichotillomania, a disorder that she pulls out her hair compulsively.
Yes.
That's where Weave and Luxury came in.
Weave and Luxury came in. So you came up with that to help your daughter.
Yes.
So, take me back through that, whole entire journey. Like, I do know anytime a parent hears there's something going on with their children, immediately you're like, I can't believe this happened. But now it's just, we just have to keep it moving. How did you keep it moving during that time?
It was a lot. Early on, people had their idea of what he should do, what I should do with him.
Yes.
Most parents, black folks, they he just need a whooping.
Hilarious. Yeah, seriously though, that's how a lot of them handle it. Yeah,
that's what it was. There they go. Oh, great interruption. Hi, babies.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So
but yeah, so he just started exemplifying qualities. He was more friendly with strangers than he should be, and he had no fear.
Yes.
No fear of anything. But then when it came to people, he had unwarranted fear, where he was scared of things that would be unnatural. And I was nervous. One time I went to go give him a hug, and he was like this, and I'm like, oh my God,
yes,
baby, is you okay? So I took him to a psychiatrist to talk about what was going on. And that was, as a parent, that was really hard for me, because when I went in there, it was a white woman, and she accused me of being physically abusive to my son because I told her he had unwarranted fear.
Correct.
I mean, first thing first, I just want to say we know it's not illegal to whoop your kids. I don't whoop my kids. But secondly, it is something for somebody to bring I'm not bringing my son to you because I beat him.
Right.
Long story short, we called she called the CCPS people, and the man just asked her okay, so are you reporting abuse or are you not? Because it doesn't sound like there's any, and it's not illegal to whoop your kids. So, but that was it. That's how that ended up for me. But with our journey, me and Elian, we just began to grow. I think he's one of the most powerful things that keeps me so interested, because I have an opportunity to learn. I have to think real hard when I'm talking to him. I have to really slow down and really, really just be patient, because he's so smart.
Yes.
Super smart. And autism doesn't have a look.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
Oh, you can interrupt, kid. I'm sorry.
No, it doesn't. I remember when I was in 3rd grade, one of my teachers actually shared with us how her son had autism. And I was a kid. I didn't really understand what it meant. And I believe she was, sharing with us how a lot of times with autism, it doesn't have a look, so you don't necessarily know what it looks like. But a lot of times what happens is they don't understand their potential. They don't understand everything that they can do, just because of the quote-unquote stigma that's set with them. But you know, to even see him grow and to even see the things he was able to accomplish, so much as like your son is going to grow up and accomplish, I know it's amazing. So you are also a cosmetologist. I'm actually here in your salon. What made you decide to do cosmetology?
It was just it actually was a building block. It was supposed to be a stepping stone. Wow. Yeah, that's how I ended up at Youngstown State. So I said I was going to go do hair, get my license, and pay for my college so that I could become a licensed pharmacist. I wanted to get my PharmD. So I got my license in 02, started Youngstown State in 04, got accepted to Northeastern Ohio College of Medicine at the time, formerly known as, in maybe, I think it was 06, 07. Yes. And I did 2 years of pharmacy school and decided I'm more of an extrovert.
I mean, it happens though. It happens all the time. You're like, I don't want to do this.
Right. And I just knew that at that time it was too clammy. I was in the pharmacy because I did it. You know, I filled prescriptions, and one time the pharmacist came over and they were so mean. I don't know if you've ever experienced that at a pharmacy, but they're so mean. I mean, why are you so mean? Right. So I'll always say when I work there, hello, welcome to Walgreens, how can I help you? So the pharmacist looks at me and he says, picking up, or could you just tell them to picking up and dropping off? I just look back at him and I'm like,
yeah, because a lot of times you'll be like, well, like that was not expected. Right. But you know, you try to keep the customer service smile going. You try to keep your head up, but sometimes it's just not meant to be. But that's neither here or there. So you take all of that experience. So like, what made you decide to even start up your own YouTube channel? Because from what I was told, you had mentioned that you wanted to just put some, you know, weave and makeup on there, and just go through like tutorials. So like, what made you basically decide to start your own channel up?
So weave and makeup was my original reason for starting my own channel. And then I needed a way to give back. Yes. And that way to give back was to do interviews for other people. And it was just a compelling thing. I felt like God was like, you should do this. And then I'm like, hey, that's a good idea. And then God was like, and this is the first person. And then I was sitting down with her, Kia at Miss International Nails. That was my first interview. Thank you so much for starting my journey, Kia. And, she just was like, yeah, girl, you should do that. And I'm like, really? I'm like, would you do that? Right. And she's like, yeah, girl, I would love to. And I'm like, okay, then. And that's where it started. Like was October of 2017, I believe. And I'm like, okay, I could do this. And then I just love it. So it's great to be able, I think I love most the camaraderie, being able to communicate with so many different people and so many different voices and stories. I feel like I absorb the energy, the powerful, positive energy that people give when I'm speaking to them, and I love embracing that. Like, I just feel like it's a hug. Like, yes, you know, the energy. It's definitely an energy thing.
It's like you learn so much just in the short amount of time that you are with people. But what have you learned about yourself during this entire process?
Okay, I've learned that first of all, that being yourself, what it takes to be you, is not just one thing. Yes. It's just not one thing. And like I said in the beginning, I was kind of saying that some people ask you to streamline what you're doing. You need to focus on this. But that's what my channel encompasses, whatever it takes to be you as an individual, as a person, and learning all of those different things. So just continuing to be forever learning is what I learned most from my channel. When I first started, like last year, January 1st of 2018, I said I was going to post a video every day for 365 days. Yes. Whoa. Don't even know why that was important. Then, you know, I just thought it was something that was a mission of mine. And I started it, and I'm grateful that I started it, because now it's taught me that YouTube is about being helpful. And now it's giving me a different direction for my channel. So now I do motivational speeches, and I do hair, but I'm better at displaying how to do it rather than just talking, and using it as a valuable platform for other people by exposing them to my audience, and going to it. Like, I did Doughhouse Cookie's interview. Yes. It was so awesome. She's such an awesome. Really, Tari Avery. It's like Tari without the it's Marie without the M. Yes. So that was pretty fun.
So this month is National Women's Month. How do you continue to try to empower women and try to keep women motivated to let them know that you are so much more than the quote-unquote stigma of what a woman should be?
Yeah, that is where my channel comes. Thank you so much for recognizing that. Yeah, be you, you know. I started And this morning I went on my Instagram, sorry, and I just went out, I just reached out to women and I just said, anybody who wants a free 10-minute conversation, because a lot of times we don't get listened to.
Yeah.
You know, or just, have you ever been talking to somebody and you just feel like, did you hear what I said? You know, I want to be that ear, and I want to be a person that's not judgmental, and that they can find a place to release their energy on a person. So that's what I've been doing this month. Is like, hey, you need somebody to talk to, somebody who's not going to pass judgment, somebody who is going to be down to earth and open-minded and just listen.
Yes.
Just listen. I don't got no advice for you. You're not scrolling through Instagram like, hey, tune into my webinar. Everybody always got all of the life coaches out there. Everybody has this great solution for everybody's life. Well, how about my solution is just to be a better listener for people?
Yes.
And so that is that's what I'm doing for International Women's Month, is just anybody who wants to talk. You need something, you need an ear, I got two of them.
I love it. So if somebody wanted to connect with you, wanted to possibly get their hair done, possibly makeup, or maybe wanted to come onto your YouTube channel, how could they do that?
YouTube channel, you just type in my name, that's Rayshone Oliver. And also on Instagram, you can DM me if you want to talk or things like that. And then for hair, you just call my phone. It's 330-942-1777.
I love it. Well, nothing else needs to be asked, Rayshone. Appreciate you so much for being with me today.
Thank you.
Make sure you guys like and share this video, The Chris Gunther Show with Rayshone Oliver. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and share. Chris Gunther, Rayshone Oliver. See you next time. I'm out.